Hi everyone, this is Val, and today I'd like to share with you my latest junk journal that I've just finished working on. It's probably not exactly finished, there's a few things still to add to it, but it's getting close to being completed. It's quite chunky. Measures 9 inches by 6 inches, which is about 230 millimetres by 152 millimetres. It has 3 signatures, 2 of them are sewn in, and the middle one is the Maduri style with the elastic holding in the loose pages. That's the back. And as you can see, I've used a lot of lace, a lot of different colours here. To me, you know, they're some of the colours of Australia. I didn't have any green lace, unfortunately, or I would have ended up in there too. And you see the ribbons the same. I put really all the bright colours. So I didn't have that on screen, perhaps. All the bright colours of Australia. The cover is one of the images from the kit I used, and there's a card and a tag also from the kit that go in that little pocket at the front. The kit I used for this is one of my own designs. It's called Australiana, but I've also got some other bits and pieces in here that are not in the kit, and I got a set of these cards sent to me by Lynn Brunch, and so that was really good because they just fit in well. She sent them purposely for this journal. And I just made a little envelope here out of book paper and some lace and paper. So I'll just do a quick flip through because it's 80 pages, so it'll take a while if I go too slow. Some of these, the big tags, are from the kit, and the pages, most of the pages are from the kit. And here I've just done some stamping with some stamps that are Kazaz stamps that I borrowed off a friend. And Margaret, thank you very much for that. And I've just got little tags here that are in the kit, and I've got a flip up here, which if you can see that, it's got some images and another pocket up the top there in that flip up. And then behind that, this is actually from our kit, not the Australiana one. And I made this pocket just using some of that stamped cardstock that I used with the Kazaz stamps. Another page from the kit. Lots of blank pages in here. That's a kit page. And little bits of paper and so forth. Now this is really interesting because, I don't know, perhaps a year ago I did an experiment where I tried that boiled paper look where you put all flowers and leaves and stuff between your pages and then boil up together. You get very interesting effects, and so some of those pages have made it into this journal. They're kind of very rustic looking. So that's one of them. This is cardstock that I bought specifically for this journal, and this is one of the ones from Kazaz Australiana. One of my friends sent me this paper, and I've forgotten exactly. We did a Christmas swap, the two of us. I can't remember who it was. And, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'll write that on later. But we did a Christmas swap, and that's one of the papers that was in the swap that she sent me. Again, flipping through. There's another one of those botanic pages that I made with the book paper, boiling the book paper. It got a little bit damaged, and so that's why it got bits of tape stuck on it. These are all from the kit, and that's just a book page from a book I've got. And here I've just stuck on a little envelope, and that's a die cut. I think it might also be a Kazaz die cut, but I would have got that before I moved here, and so potentially I got those done for me by one of my friends, perhaps Karen. I don't know. Sorry, I can't give credit where it's due always because of the old memory doesn't want to cooperate. And there's a page from the kit. The other side of that botanic paper. More of that Kazaz Australiana papers with some of my tags in it. More stamping. This is just a little envelope pocket arrangement that I made with an envelope, and just got a few pockets and tucks and so forth on there. Could be one there too, no there isn't. So, and just a little envelope there that's in the kit, and a little card inside. And that's another panel from the Kazaz papers. That's a kit page, as are both of those. More stamping. Just created a little flip up, flip down here for a bit more journaling space, although there's probably plenty in there, and one of the tags in the back there. So that's the end of the first signature, and here's the second signature that is loose. I love this idea because you can add and take stuff out as you need to, and as I said, I don't think this journal's finished. I've got some more things coming, I think, that are going to make it into here, and so it'll be great to just be able to slip them in, even though essentially the journal is pretty close to finished. And this is what I've done here. So here's just a little tag, just a little card that I've made with those stamps from Kazaz, and a little die cut from Kazaz as well. And here's one of the another one of the things that was sent to me by Lynn Brunch, and that's just about backyard and native animals. So it was quite appropriate for that to go in here. That's kit paper, both of those. And just a little tuck spot there with a little bit more stamping, as you can see on the tag and the page there. Another botanic page. That's a kit page, so is that one. And there's another one of those cards that was sent to me by Lynn. Thank you so much for those, Lynn. They actually just work in really, really well. And a little tag of my own and some more stamping. Another one here that just really matches this page with the colouring, because I've made the pocket in this patterned cardstock. And here's another page that Lynn sent me, so it just kind of like all matches there to go together. Plenty of writing paper here, and then another kit page double in the middle. The other side of that paper. That's another one of Kazaz's Australiana paper, which is just so beautiful, and another one of the cards from my kit. Kit pages, more, and that's the end of, no it's not, goodness, lots of pages in there. That's the end of the middle signature. That is, as I said, I think I'm correct when I say that's a Maduri style with the elastic to hold it in place. And I call this a hybrid journal because it has the sewn-in signatures 1 and 3, and the middle signature is held in place with the elastic. And I just love that because you've got the stability of the fixed pages, but you've also got the flexibility of a signature where you can take the papers out or put more in. Here I've just made a little pocket out of a piece of book paper, and it's kind of stuffed with all sorts of things in there that are from the kit. Lots of the kit ephemera are in that one, and one of the bigger tags at the back. Just made a little tuck spot pocket kind of arrangement here with just a piece of cardboard that I've put another little pocket on the front, another stamping from Kazaz, and one of the cards from the Owl collection in the back. This is more of the Kazaz die cuts. More stamping onto that altered paper clip there, which is also, you get the little front image of that in the kit. That's kit paper. And here I've just, because the paper was too long, instead of cutting it off, I just folded it up on both sides, made a little tuck spot at the bottom of the page there. So, you know, got a little card I've made, and a tag from the kit, and one of the owls from the Owl collection, I think, stuck on the bottom. I really loved how that botanic paper came out. It's very rough as well. It's got a totally different texture than the other papers, which is, I love that. I just like the different feel to the papers and the different way they sound when you turn them. That's important to me too. Another kit page there with that kangaroo. That's the middle of the last signature. I tried to incorporate animals, as well as, you know, our native trees and bushes as well. So it's the Australian flora and fauna featured in the Australiana kit. Beautiful little picture of an echidna there. And another one of the tags. I actually plan to do a couple of more flip outs similar to this one on other pages. So, you know, I just put some ephemera in pockets on the back of the flip out, but I kind of thought this paper left plain could be a journaling space, but it looks a bit plain, so I think I'll add to that. And as I said, I plan to put at least one more flip out somewhere else in the book. So it is pretty finished, but, you know, I'm not really sure. I'm not going to find more things to do to it. And another one of the cards from Lynn at the back, and that one's eucalyptus, so that's really appropriate for what I've done. And that's one of the tags that are actually from the Owl collection, and this one here is from the Australiana collection. I found I had so many pockets that I was running out of ephemera to put in them without being even more and more repetitive, and so that's why I started, you know, raiding the other collections to get something appropriate. But because I've done a journal, a digital kit rather, on birdsong and on the owls, I think the owls is only an ephemera collection at this point, but I do have those, so I decided that they all fitted in nicely together, so I melded some of those into this journal. Well, there you have it. Probably there won't be a great deal more added to this one, just a few little bits and pieces. I believe I'm getting a little bit more of my wishes fulfilled from Jan Bailey, I believe, is sending me something for this kit, for this journal as well. So I'll be very happy to be able to put some more in there. And I may even take another video, but at this point I wanted to show you the progress. I was promising that this would have its show and tell a few days ago, but I ran into quite a lot of, excuse me, quite a lot of problems with it. Things like I broke my little pointy pokey tool thing to make the holes for the sewing. I lost my ruler for a day and a half and couldn't find it, and I can't do this unless you can measure the distance to make the holes and so forth. And then the first signature I sewed in was upside down, so not without its dramas, this journal. But anyway, I hope you like that, and there may be tape 2 if I decide to put more stuff in it, and you will find that if that happens, I'll put another version up and take this one down. Thank you so much for looking. Bye.